What's your name?
Alissa Hansen.
What is your favorite color?
I love all colors of the rainbow.
Wow, that is very
Deep.
deep, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is something that you seen from first semester that you'd want to like replicate in second semester?
Oh, gosh. Well, first semester, it was just a very enthusiastic time for those student journalists because it was our first semester. You know, we put together, I should say they really dug their heels in and started our social media, so Instagram, Facebook, what else? The Twitter. And so that was really exciting, and we had to do a little bit of waiting for our website to be okayed, and once that finally it was like full-on takeoff time. You know, students were, oh my gosh, it was just pumping out content left and right with like feature stories, and that's when we really started doing our Humans of the Hawk Nest on social media and did some videos. A few students, Connor and Dom, did our first podcast, and you know, it was just a really cool experience for students to dabble in like all aspects of journalism, not just the writing, but also, you know, design and putting together different formats, like podcast and, you know, shorter narratives for social media, things like that. And it was just it was exciting. And this semester, it's the same sort of thing. You know, I have a new influx of student journalists I'm an idea person, and I have so many ideas all the time. And now I'm in a room full of those like-minded individuals, and it's just really exciting to, you know, have my student journalists come in during their open periods and say, oh my gosh, we have to cover this idea. And it gives me the chills just like thinking and hearing me say that out loud, because it's happening more and more frequently. And that's like, that's why I love this so much. That's why I keep doing it. So just what started to be unveiled first semester is just branching out even more, and students are feeling empowered, and that's why I think journalism is so important. They're empowered, they have a platform, and they're, you know, not afraid to ask questions and not afraid to go after something, and that is such a beautiful thing. You know, the world really does need really good journalists, and I think that's what we're producing in my classroom number 2413, I believe. It's where the magic happens.
Do you have any like ideas going into next year for your journalism team, like right off the bat?
Yeah, I mean, I like how this semester functioned, because last semester, you know, we focused so much of our attention just getting things started. And this semester, now that we have all of those things begun, we are just, you know, putting the final touches on things, and we have more time to focus on ideas and coverage areas and things like that, and really kind of sinking our teeth into that. And so I think now that we have, you know, our social media and our website under wraps, I think next year I'd really like to try to do a print issue, even if it's just one, even if it's just like a focus on, you know, senior highlights or something like that. I know a lot of students really are wanting that, and I know our audience would love to have something, you know, physical that they can hold and keep and have, you know, for a long time out. Not that our website ever goes away either, but that, you know, just to add on top of what we're already doing. But I like right now with this semester that we're doing like our like mini newsroom unit where students are able to, you know, tackle kind of their niche area and find themselves journalistically. So that's been nice, and I want that to carry on. I also am working really hard. So this has been like a year now, put together a proposal for an advanced journalism class. So my hope is that this will happen next year. Really, really, really hoping. And this would be an opportunity for us to assign editors, people that really to mentor newer students. Because right now journalism it's an intro class. So I'm like, here are all of the glorious things that journalism has to offer. Play around with it, see what you like. And you may find that maybe this isn't your thing, but maybe it is. And advanced journalism would be like, that's all we do. We just publish content. So if you found that in journalism you really enjoyed, you had like this great like Talon news podcast, and you're like, that's what I want to do, that's what you do in advanced journalism. And that's all you do. Or maybe you're more of like a marketing person and you're like, okay, we need some new cameras. Let's go out and do some advertising, do a marketing campaign to build readership. Or maybe we want to do a print issue, or maybe we want to have a news broadcast, things like that. There's all of these things to do, and we have such great minds here. So advanced journalism would be the place to do it. But you have to take journalism first as an intro, and then advanced journalism, the idea is you would be able to take it as many times as you'd like. And then we can go to, join professional organizations like the Iowa High School Press Association. They have, and they're right in Iowa City, but they have conferences in the fall and in the spring where you go and you meet other journalists from all over Iowa and you compete for awards. And yes, I would love for my Talon staff to be all Iowa news team. That's kind of a dream.
So like what's like an idea if it was like planned just perfect, like what's the timeline of like getting those like intro class journalists till like senior year?
So ideally, since we're a 10 to 12 building, I would love to market journalism at the middle school as well, so that our incoming 10th graders, but even at the 9th grade, 8th grade level, they know that journalism could be something that they could pursue or at least dabble in already starting their sophomore year. Now I had a few sophomores last semester, and I have a few this semester that are going to stay with me, but that I love that. I love being able to work with students and watching them grow journalistically. So being able to see them, you take journalism, first or second semester your sophomore year, and then, as a junior, perhaps you want to dabble in like an editorial role or something like that. You can do that in advanced journalism, and then by the time you're a senior, maybe you're our senior editor, and maybe you're like head of pumping out a print issue or a news magazine of sort, or maybe it's a podcast or whatever it is. But just to have that consistency would be really ideal, because that's there's lots of opportunities for journalists at the high school level that you can't really get anywhere else. With like Quill and Scroll Honor Society for student journalists, that comes with like a commitment, so you have to be on a staff for an amount of time. So advanced journalism would allow for that, and it's just a really well recognized, prestigious place to be, and that opens up scholarships and awards for students. And then we also have on our website, we have Best of Snow School Newspapers Online, which is another really great, prestigious place to get work honored and awarded and recognized. So that's another area to tap into. Iowa High School Press Association also has awards. Journalism Education Association has awards. And once you have like committed yourself, even if journalism you're not going to do later on in life, you still, where else do you get time management skills or marketing skills, communication skills, writing skills, communicating with the community and putting all of that together in one space? I mean, journalism is where you do all that stuff. And to top it all off, you have a platform to, showcase ideas and thoughts and concerns. And that is really hard to come by.
I like that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.